Imagine you are in a wedding. A big wedding in Delhi. A wedding of your distant relative. And there you come to know that a very big businessman has come. The man with whom a photo can take your career 10 years ahead. The man who has the strongest connection in your industry. And suddenly someone introduces you to him. You have a chance, just 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, you have to make your place in that man's mind. Now tell me, what will you do? Will you count your success by introducing yourself? You will do this, right? Or you will directly tell your problem, that, sir, I need a chance. Or you will be very humble and say that, sir, I am a big fan of yours. I want to learn a lot from you. These 3 things came to your mind, right? If your answer is yes, then you have already lost. You are the part of the crowd that irritates and troubles powerful people every day. The crowd that wants a lot, but does not understand anything. The real game is not what you say. The real game is how you make that person feel. And in the next few minutes, you will learn the exact formula that makes connections with powerful people, the way that Machiavelli had explained 500 years ago. The rules that are not found in books. But listen, this is not motivation. This is a war, a social war. Either you will understand the rules of this game and rise up, or you will see others going up all your life. There is no middle way. 16th century, Florence, Italy. At that time, there were small states in Italy, in every state. Politics, deception, conspiracy, the king kept changing. The rivers of blood kept flowing. And in this kingdom, Machiavelli was a royal messenger. He used to work in the court of kings. But one day, he himself got out of power. He was expelled. He was tortured and then sent out of the country. But in that exile, Machiavelli wrote what is considered the most controversial, even after 500 years, The Prince, a book in which he wrote how the real power works, the rules that are not openly told to anyone. He wrote that the world does not run on ethics. The world runs on perception, utility, fear, and balance of honor. His most famous saying was, "If you can't be both, it's better for people to be afraid of you than to love you." But this does not mean that you should be a traitor. It means that respect is always more valuable than love. Love changes. Respect lasts. And when you want to get close to powerful people, you don't want their sympathy, you want their respect. Machiavelli had explained that there is a chronology of power in every relationship. Some are above, some are below, some give, some take. And those who understand this chronology always win. Whether it is the politics of Italy 500 years ago or the Indian corporate of today, the rules are the same. Human nature does not change. Now you may be thinking that these are the words of Italy. Machiavelli was talking about kings. Where are the powerful people in my life? I am from a middle-class family. I don't want to meet any prince. But wait, think carefully. How many people have to influence their boss in the office? How many people have to prove their ability in front of a senior? How many people have to convince their father or uncle in family business to give me responsibility? How many people have to put their ideas in front of an investor or a big customer? How many people have to send a message to a big man on LinkedIn? How many people have to make their position in the society, in the building committee, in the professional communities? All this is happening every day. Every day you are talking to someone who is more powerful than you, economically, socially, professionally. And every time your behavior determines where you are standing in that ladder. The real question is not whether the powerful people are in your life or not. The real question is that when they are in front of you, how do you behave? Do you understand their needs? Do you speak their language? Or do you just take a list of your needs and stand there? And here comes that dark reality that very few people know. Powerful people do not see the world as yours or mine, not at all. For them, every person comes in one line, useful or useless, wealth or burden, interest or growth. And they make this decision in the first 2 minutes before meeting you first 2 minutes. When you stand in front of a powerful person and say, "Sir, I need help," what goes on in that person's mind? He thinks he has come to take it. Another beggar. He already has 50 people who ask for something every day. Time, money, recommendations, favors. You join that list. You become invisible. When you tell them your successes, they think you have come to prove it. It is unsafe. It needs approval. And powerful people never take those who seek approval seriously. Because a person who does not trust his own ability, how will he improve others? And when you say, "Sir, I am your fan," then the game is over. Fan means fanaticism. Fanaticism means below. Powerful people do not gather fans. They gather supporters. They gather partners. They gather people who make their empires strong. Now see what happens when people do not understand this basic rule. Look at LinkedIn. Thousands of messages every day. "Sir, I am your biggest fan. Sir, please give me a chance. Sir, I need guidance." Delete, delete, delete. Everyone has the same results. Networking. Son is counting his degrees to influence his father. I have done MBA. My friends are running their own business, but he has no interest in learning the intricacies of business. If you ask him to work on the land in the shop, he makes a face and wants to become a direct owner. Father is thinking, he is asking, he is not requesting. He cannot give responsibility now. Look at the politics of the office. An employee meets his boss and talks about it. How did a junior get a promotion in another department while he works harder than him? How does the boss see it? Like a complaint, like a demand, which is born out of jealousy. The boss thinks. Instead of proving his ability, he is comparing, and powerful people are irritated by demands. All this is happening every day. Thousands of people are failing to make a connection with powerful people. And there is only one reason. They are doing the wrong thing. They are showing need instead of ability. They are showing restlessness instead of self-confidence. But why does this happen? Because we are taught wrong things since childhood. We are told to be humble, be respectful, influence the elders, talk nicely, please, say thank you. But no one has taught that talking to powerful people is a different game. Their humility is considered weakness. Their discipline is considered restlessness, if there is no strength with it. Machiavelli wrote 500 years ago, "People decide by looking, not by listening. Your posture, your body language, your eyes, your self-confidence. All this is more important than your words. Powerful people feel the energy. If there is a need in your energy, they distance themselves. If there is a capability in your energy, they come close to you. The basic principle is straight. Power respects power. Self-confidence attracts self-confidence. When you show yourself small in front of a powerful person, he will consider you small. But when you present yourself with equal energy, no arrogance, but no pride, then he looks at you, because most people bow down. The one who does not bow down looks different. Now the question is what to do if begging is wrong. It is wrong to praise yourself. It is wrong to be a fan. Then what is the right way? What is the real way to connect with powerful people? So listen, the first rule is absolutely clear. Never go to the power as a need. Go as an answer. Go as a solution. The moment you showed your need, at that moment you lowered your status. The moment you showed your capability, at that moment the game changed. Look, what kind of people are surrounded by powerful people? Buyers, advisors, cheaters, predators, bloodsuckers, who are in the guise of supporters. And amidst all this, they immediately recognize who is adding weight to their empire and who is making it hollow. Your job is to present yourself as a stabilizer, someone who quietly makes things easy, makes it simple, makes it strong. You do not run away from their power, you fulfill it. But to do this, you have to follow another rule. Look before you walk. The biggest mistake of a social climber is that he acts very quickly. He talks a lot. He opens up very quickly. Machiavelli wrote that before a war, one should study the area where the war is to be fought. Powerful people often hide behind masks, but their true desires, fears, and insecurities always come out of small gaps. Their tone, their time, who they listen to, who they stop. You are not there to influence, you are there to identify. To identify. Because once you know what they really want, belief, loyalty, entertainment, praise, so you can give it to them in such a way that they cannot refuse. Listen to a real story. It is about 1850. There was a man in America. His name was Andrew Carnegie. He was from a poor family. He had come from Scotland. In his childhood, he used to work in a cloth factory. Then he got a small job in a telegraph office. There he saw one thing. His boss was always in a hurry. His boss was a big railway officer. He had to take decisions quickly. So what did Carnegie do? He used to stay in the office at night. He learned all the codes of the telegraph, such codes that only senior officials knew. And one day when the boss was not there and an urgent message came, Carnegie himself read that message and took the right decision. When the boss came back, he asked, "Who did this?" Carnegie said, "I did, sir." The boss asked, "How do you know the codes?" Carnegie said, "I learned. See what happened." Carnegie did not ask for help. He did not show his degree. He just did that. He saw what the boss wanted. He wanted help in taking decisions. He wanted a trustworthy person in a difficult time. So he made himself that, without making any noise. And from that day on, Carnegie's life changed. He became a trustworthy boss. Later, he became one of the richest people in America. But it started from here, when he understood that power should not be taken by need, but by response. Now, you must be thinking that this is a very old story. How will it work in today's world? So listen to a modern example. It is the year 2010. Silicon Valley, that is, Silicon Valley in America, where there are big technology companies. There was a boy named Brian Chesky. He had an idea to make a website where people can rent an empty room in their house. But he had no money. He was not getting investors. Everyone was refusing. So what did he do? He did not go straight to a big investor. He first understood. There was a very famous investor in Silicon Valley, Paul Graham. He had a program, Y Combinator. He used to give opportunities to new businesses, but only to those who thought differently. Brian read all the interviews of Paul Graham, read his blogs, understood what Paul wants. Paul wants people who do not give up, who make arrangements, who are creative. So Brian, in his presentation, did not say that I want money. He said that when we did not have money, then what did we do? At that time, the election of the president was going on in America. So in the name of Barack Obama and John McCain, bruh, hey, made and sold, bruh. Soxes with funny designs for breakfasts. When Paul Graham heard this story, was not impressed by those boxes, bruh. UT was impressed by that idea. And he realized that these guys do not give up. He decided to invest that day. Today, that company is known as Airbnb, a company worth billions of dollars. Did you see what Brian did? He did not beg. He first understood what the other person wanted. Then he presented himself in the same way. He did not look needy. He showed the solution. He did not look defeated. He showed the fighter. These seem like small things, but there is a big formula hidden in them. That formula is that powerful people do not care about your needs. They care about their needs. And the person who can meet their needs, that person becomes invaluable. So now the question is, how will you find out what the other powerful person wants? So for this, you will have to understand the third rule. Mirror their world, not your world. Powerful people trust people they know, not strangers. They like people who reflect their values. Slightly. You do not copy, you match. If they are practical, then you become practical. If they value exclusive things, then you also speak in the same language. This is not deception. This is rhythm. When you come in their rhythm, they stop feeling that you are an outsider. They start believing that you understand them. And at that moment, your outsider tag starts to move. Look, understand one thing. If you are meeting a rich man who is very serious, then do not go and flirt with him. Do not joke. Do not be casual. He will not take you seriously. But if he is open-minded, friendly, then do not be too formal. Do not be too serious. He will consider you boring. You have to catch his wavelength, you have to catch his energy, and then adjust yourself to that energy. But remember, this should not be acting. It should be natural. That is why you have to observe first, understand, then adapt. But just matching is not enough. Here comes the fourth rule. Keep a mystery in your capability. You should never look completely open book. When you tell everything that you can do, then you become a product, and products get replaced. Machiavelli's genius was in understanding that showing little by little creates demand. You want them to feel that the more you show, the more depth you have. The more you show, the more reach you have. The more you admit, the more connections you have. When they feel that there is something you are not saying, they become curious instead of uninterested. You become one of a few special people. So now listen to the fifth rule. Be humble in ambition, but be fierce in execution. Meaning, be humble in ambition, but be fierce in execution. This is very important. Powerful people do not like people who show how hungry they are to climb up. Looking at such people, they remember the days of their struggle, the year when they were climbing themselves and no one wanted to see their hungry shadow again. So what do you have to do? You have to look very calm, patient, as if you do not care about progress. But as soon as the opportunity comes, hit it decisively. Powerful people immediately recognize this duality. Patience, but with intention. This indicates that you understand the rules of the game, but play it in your own way. Now the sixth rule. Force powerful people to fight for their loyalty. If your loyalty is free, it has no value. Present yourself as a person who wants to win. Create a little momentum, not rebellion, but freedom. When powerful people feel that you are not only dependent on them, then they want to hold you tighter. Remember, powerful people protect those who are difficult to get. Now listen to the seventh rule. Change flattery into strategy. Empty praise is poison. They listen to this all day. Your praise is separated by accuracy. Do not say that you are great. Say that your timing was great on that decision. Now there is wisdom in your praise. You are praising their ability, on which they are proud, and they will join this feeling with you. But wait, now the eighth rule, and listen to it very carefully. Never let your shine be more than their shine. Even if you are more capable, you cannot show it openly. The ego of power is very delicate. Those who look bigger than the king are crushed. Now when you have reached near the power, then the ninth rule comes in handy. Alliances, not above, but next to. Many people are only impressed by the people sitting on the top, but the real game is around them. CEO's secretary, minister's PA, boss's reliable assistant, gatekeepers, advisors. These people shape the discussion, control the reach, and whisper in the right ears. They are often more dangerous than the chief, and more valuable. Machiavelli used to call them invisible princes. Those who have a real impact behind the throne, make friends with them quietly, give them small benefits, win their protection, they will take your name to the top without asking you. Now consider this in an Indian context. Let's say you have to work with a senior official in a government office. What will most people do? They will try to meet the official directly and wait for hours and may not even meet. But what will a sensible person do? He will first treat the official's personal assistant. Well, talk to him respectfully, understand his difficulties, maybe help a little. And one day when the PA or assistant will tell the official about you that, "Sir, this man is good," then your work is half done. He does not only work in government offices, he works everywhere. Look at the corporate, the CEO's secretary. She decides who will meet when, keep good relations with him. Look at the hospital, talk to the big doctor's compounder. Well, he will get you an appointment soon. These small things seem to make a big difference. Now the 10th rule. Make gratitude a weapon, not a weakness. When a powerful person helps you, Don't answer like a servant. Answer like an equal who recognizes the exchange. The exchange. The servant says thank you once. The strategist shows gratitude through action. Shows gratitude. Maybe you can solve his problem later, or give him some information that helps him in his goals. Action-backed gratitude changes the whole dynamics. You are no longer a recipient, but a contributor. And it is difficult. So what do? When a powerful person helps you, don't just say thank you. Think, how can I give him back? But like an equal. If someone gave you a job, then you do such a great job in that job, but he feels he made the right decision. If someone introduced you, then you give him some information that will help him. If someone advised you, then you follow that advice and show results. This is not just gratitude. This is strengthening the relationship. This is making yourself a partner with the benefactor. Now the 11th rule. Become a master in the art of subtle rebellion. Complete surrender. Complete surrender invites disrespect. Invites disrespect. You should sometimes rebel with humility in such a way that does not threaten, but seems interesting. Here a little difference of opinion. There a little quiet opposition. It shows its own different thinking, not ignorance or disobedience. It tells powerful people that you have a backbone, and people without a backbone cannot be trusted. Machiavelli had seen that people who do chaploosie without limits, they soon lose credibility. They lose credibility. But those who know when to say no, with caution and reason, they get respect. The key is to show disagreement as if you are protecting their interests. Do not attack their rights. Now the 12th rule. Control your visibility. Exhibition is pleasant, but if done in the wrong way, it is dangerous. When you see many times, your novelty becomes weak. When you see less, but always remember, you become ancient, become mythical. After every success, step back, go in silence, let others take your name. Powerful people yearn for those who look selective about their presence. It shows their behavior. The less accessible you look, the more they chase your attention. So what do? Make your visibility political. Do not go everywhere. Choose where to go. Do not post on social media every day. When you post something meaningful. Do not give your opinion on everything. When you post, think before you post. When people see you less, they will remember you more. When you are unpopular, you will be valuable. This is not to be proud of. This is politics. This is to make your price. And the 13th rule. You are everyone's crown. Always walk as if you belong there, even before you have earned a seat on the table. Your posture, tone, and presence should give a signal of certainty. More than pride, there is a smell of insecurity.